she has to go to priests to get an exorcism to get rid of them. It's a horror movie, and so it set the standards for horror movies in the 1970s.
My movie was The Frisco Kid, and it's about a rabbi who comes to America and has to travel across the country, and he's Gene Wilder, and he has to travel with a cowboy who is, what's his name, from Indiana Jones, that main guy, and it's really, really funny, and it's awesome.
It was released in 1975 and is still currently running. Okay, the main characters are usually like famous people, like Ben Affleck, Queen Latifah, and Will Ferrell, etc. And like the plot is mostly like sick comedy and blockbuster musical acts. And how did this movie change society? I don't know. I mean, like, it was funny and people watch it.
The movie was The Godfather. It was released in 1972. It's about an Italian-American crime family, and the plot is about a mob story in New York. And it influenced society by shedding light on all the crime that goes on.
Murder thingy happened in August in 1970, and Charles Manson and 4 family members went into Tate LaBianca's house, and they went and they killed him and they stabbed him a bunch of times. The Manson guy, he licked the blood and said it tasted warm and sticky, and then he wrote pig on the wall in the blood. Went to jail, and Tate LaBianca died. The end.
First Earth Day was April 22nd. It was a day long, all day. Senator Gaylord Nelson started it, and it celebrated cleaning our earth.
Mass suicide. That is not what you said.
What?
November 18th, 1978, Jim Jones got people to commit suicide by drinking Kool-Aid that had poison in it. Jim Jones was a cult religious leader and had many, many people, followers. It was the greatest single loss of American civilian life in a non-natural disaster until September 11th, 2001.
Munich Olympics in '72, Munich's in Germany, and some Arab terrorists captured 17 Israeli people on the Israeli national team and eventually murdered them all. It changed / influenced society because it was a huge deal, and there was a huge memorial at the Olympics because it was right before it started.
It was Miss Magazine, and it was a magazine.
Yeah, stop.
Stop. And the person that made it was Letty Cotton Pogrebin, and it was published in 1971, and it became a landmark institution in women's rights and the American journalism.
Jaws, a novel.
Cold War spy novels by Mr. London, 1970s, and it was just about like America in the Middle East and China, and it was about the Cold Wars. It influenced people because they really got into it, and it helped explain different sides.
Right Stuff, which is about like pilots, and it kind of taught people more about what it means to be a pilot and astronauts and things like that.
So Eddie Murphy was born in 1961, and he's still alive, and he's known for being in movies, and his influence was that he won awards for his comedy.
Rams person was Sylvester Stallone, but he's kind of lazy, so I'm gonna do his. He's born on July 6, 1946, and he's still alive. And he was the star of all like 7 or 8 Rocky movies and all the Rambos.
Bassett was an actress that starred in Charlie's Angels. She was born February 2nd, 1947, and she's still alive. Her hair was a fat because it was like.
Willie Mays was like one of the best baseball players ever, and he's the godfather of Barry Bonds, which is kind of weird, but yeah, he's a center fielder and he made like the best catch ever in the World Series. So.
YMCA was performed by Village People, and it was in 1978, and it was used lot of movies, so and everyone knows like
YMCA!
Better get yourself together, darling. Join the human race. How in the world you gonna see? Laughing at fools like me.
Bohemian Rhapsody was performed by Queen in 1975, and the song was different because it had no chorus and had a cappella. Yes, that thing. And it was like opera style, and the video helped establish the modern day musical style.
Highway to Hell by AC/DC, and it was kind of weird because it made people think that they were like, yeah, Satanists, and that kind of got people kind of creeped out with AC/DC.
Going down for the time. My friends are gonna be there too. I'm on the highway to hell. On the highway to hell.
So what do you?
I still have a pair of mine. Of them. I was out on the dance floor and I was really having a good time. You know, like that.
And then,
What else?
Pet rock.
Pet rock.
Did you ever have a pet rock?
Hated them. No, I thought that was stupid. Never had a pet rock.
Did your friends have pet rocks?
I didn't have any friends. I don't know. Did you?
I didn't have one either.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But
But I still have a pair.
Too hot. You just sweat it to death in that stuff. Polyester is nasty.
mood rings.
Did you ever wear mood rings?
I think I like borrowed somebody's, you know, and I looked at it and it said I was red or green or something. So I don't, you know, those were like bad. Big. I mean, they were like clunkers, man.